Hi, this is Rex.
All right, hey, this is Cole.
And you saying you don't like Star Wars? Is that what you say?
Yes, and I can say it in one sentence, and then you can dissect it. So, I don't like Star Wars because there's just too much of it everywhere, and it bothers me.
You just oversaturated.
Yes, I feel like that's not
Did
actually
you
that
ever
big of a.
did you ever like Star Wars in
So
any era of your life? I feel like a
when
psychiatrist.
yeah, was there ever a time when you liked Star Wars? Uh, so back when the prequels came out, I liked the toys, and I liked
Did you like any of the
games.
movies? Did you
No,
like the first three movies?
I never cared about any of the movies.
Oh, you're a garbage human being.
I watched them, and I'm like, yeah, it's all right,
Oh my
but
god!
like,
What did you? What age did you?
not that great.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of just feels like it kind of feels like this weird compromise between a fantasy and a sci-fi universe in a way that doesn't really feel interesting to me. Because like they got wizards and they got like freaking magic powers and space swords, and that's kind of cool. But for the most part, it's just kind of like it just I don't know. It just and this is a totally personal thing. I would not say anybody needs to have my opinion on this, but like it just
You
kind of feels like it's yeah yeah.
you
Sorry,
didn't like the first three. I still can't get over this.
it's not okay. No, I didn't say I didn't like them. I just was like yeah, they're good. They're okay. Like I would not be willing to like create a to like it did not get me invested in anything else Star Wars related afterwards. I don't think I've watched the last movie. I've
What
watched like
what,
I've watched the
what
first
order did
two.
you watch the movies in? Just wondering.
Okay, so I've watched the first two prequel movies. The second one I didn't watch half all the way through. I was a kid, so I'd rather go and play with this. Like I had the scanners toy. Like I don't know if you remember those, where like it has a little like barcode scanner on it, and you like scan to get monsters. And I was like, really invested in that. So I walked away from the movie, and I just started scanning barcodes around the house. So I never watched the second movie all the way through. And like I watched I watched episode one. I didn't watch episode two, and then I watched, or I should say, I didn't watch all the way through episode two, and then I watched episode one or episode four and five. I didn't watch the last of that. And then I watched the first that first of the the new, not reboot, but like the new movies.
I think I might
And I
have
was
to take
like,
your nerd card.
you can go ahead and take it. I don't care. Um, I don't care. I like Star Wars is just so pervasive now. I feel like if you don't like Star Wars, that makes you more of a nerd. Because at the very least, you have a freaking opinion. Like
Yeah.
it's so there's so much of it everywhere. For God's sake, like I can't. For a while, like I'd walk into Hastings back when that was still a thing. Everywhere I'd look, it would just be in my face, and like I would like I'd be on YouTube and I'd get advertisements for it all the time, like and like I'd hear drama about it. I still hear drama about Star Wars. I could not care less. I actively don't want to hear about Star Wars anymore.
Hmm.
I just want it to go away. They were cool. They created lightsabers. I'm glad that they did that. Light swords are cool. Force powers are neat. It had a great influence on culture. That's awesome. That's wonderful. It needs to go away now.
Hmm.
It needs to go away. I don't want to hear about Star Wars anymore. And nothing anybody can say will ever change that.
Hmm.
I am sick and tired of it.
I think we're society's sick of tired of you, buddy.
Hey, what do you mean?
Guillotine time.
I listen. No.
I'm just kidding.
No. Listen, man. Listen. Like, there's so many better sci-fi universes out there. Okay, like Fantasy Star is like, it's like the good version of like a fantasy universe. and a sci-fi universe, because it's basically just like it doesn't compromise between the two. You can have elves and they're in space and they got like magic. There's just straight up wizards with like staves and they can shoot like RPG magic at each other. And then they got like characters that do freaking air dashes and they can like. And to be fair, Phantasy Star is more of a video game, and that's what makes it interesting to me. But just like
I'm sure the creators of
colorful.
Phantasy Star Online have
No, they were
a lot of
inspired by
inspiration from Star Wars. I'm sure.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
I'm sure
what's
they're
another
big
one?
fans, like most people.
No. The creators of Kingdom Hearts are fans of Star Wars. That I know for sure, because it's literally the same thing. But I think that one thing about Star Wars that I also don't like is the universe is just really freaking dirty. Everything is dirty. Everything's all like freaking grimy and dirty and rusted and old. And when I think of sci-fi, I want cool and shiny and like you know, cyberpunky looking. And it's like nothing. Everything just looks like freaking covered in dirt. Everybody's covered in dirt, wearing robes and shit. What?
Cyberpunk's pretty dirty and grimy. Like,
yeah, but like it's the dirty, grimy underground. When you go and like look at the overworld and like the people that are rich, they look like they're all like nice and like well kept, and it makes sense, right? But like you know, it's in a sci-fi universe like Star Wars. There's like little like you know tiny villages, like very very poor, you know, like people that look like they're living in like medieval times.
well,
But then
if you
like,
look,
get onto
remember
it.
episode 1, I'm sure people who live in good times they live pretty well.
Oh yeah, that looks sci-fi. And like that universe was kind of neat. But then but like the people that they focus on in Star Wars, especially in the newer ones, everybody's just wearing robes and stuff, and like they look like they're just living in like hovels.
Most of the new
everywhere.
ones are not that good, so.
Okay, whatever. I mean, we can both agree on that. But just the universe just focuses on the dirty. And
Although
I want the shiny
I
and
did
cool.
like 7. I did like 7.
Okay, well that's great for you, man. Like, but no, everything in Star Wars is dirty and grimy and gross, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I want cool and shiny. I think that the only time when I like sci-fi that was kind of dirty and grimy,
Star Wars. We're watching
like,
a video of something cool and shiny. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, okay, whatever. But I mean, like, and there are times when I'm okay with it. Like, Nier Automata is a dirty sci-fi universe, but I can accept that because it's one, the combat's really good. It's a very bizarre universe, but also like
Maybe you're just not a movie fan in general.
I mean, I will agree with that. I'm not a movie fan.
That's probably it. You just don't like movies.
I will say there's a lot of movies I don't like. There's a lot of movies I do, but not now. I will say it was kind of more growing up.
So
yeah, I will say that
you're just crazy. That's what.
Oh, okay, whatever. But no,
you're not normal.
I'm not normal. Yeah, I'm not normal.
You're out of the gamut of human, whatever the scale is.
I'm outside of the range of human. Well, that's okay because I'm a dog. Look at the screen, man. It's okay. I'm not allowed. I don't need to follow your rules.
Apparently not.
Anyway, but yeah, I think that gets the point across. I don't like Star Wars because there's too dang much of it. If it wasn't for that, I would at the very least just be kind of lukewarm. I'd be like, oh yeah, those movies are okay. But have you seen like whatever? Like it would be like that. Like one of my this is weird, and I will say this is probably an unpopular opinion. But,
so why?
Do you remember?
Okay, what?
Yeah?
What about? Let's get the specifics. What about Star Wars?
I just told you, right?
The sheen,
everything is grimy. Everything
griminess.
is gross in a sci-fi universe, unless it's like Nier Automata, where there's a little bit of like when you go into the space station, everything's clean and pristine.
The thing is, if you know the storyline, basically like episode 4 and episode 7,
I mean it makes sense.
They're like they're out in the cuts, they're in the country, and they're not in the city.
Well, I don't care what their excuse is. It just doesn't look good. They're space people. I want it to look cool. I don't even like Star Trek, though. That's the thing. Star Trek isn't grimy and gross.
Oh my god, you don't like Star Trek either?
I don't like Star Trek either.
Oh my god, we need a whole another video on this, too.
No, we don't!
Yes, we do. We'll talk about that, too, later.
I don't. But this is a video game show!
We could talk about how you don't like Star Wars and Star Trek. I know
don't,
this is a video game show. We can talk about video games, and we do talk about video games. We're showing a video game
dude.
right
I
now.
will say that I'm a hipster. I admit, but like also, I kind of just naturally became a hipster kind of person. But it's not like I don't like things that are popular, but there's just too much. I'm hearing too much about it. Disney markets it so hard. Like with Star Trek, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not really that interested. But like with Star Wars, I just don't want to know. I will say though, the fighting in Star Wars, the choreography in those movies are cool. It's cool. That looks fun to watch. But like, yeah, I see it once, I'm like, I get it.
I just think you don't like movies.
There's that. I will say that my dad was really interested in the Mandalorian, and I will say if they made the Mandalorian is cool. It has some moments in it that are really neat. I like the big fight against the sandworm.
Oh, you like the Mandalorian, so you don't like?
I like the Mandalorian. I like some of that. I I was like, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. But I was like, I liked the individual. Like, I didn't like the overarching setting, but I liked the little vignettes that happen in that. I think that's cool. And also, I really like the design of the armor in the Mandalorian. And maybe that's because it looks like Power Rangers a little bit, and maybe that's what appeals to me. Like, I will say that, like, I liked how I did not see the actor's face.
You're just basically uncultured. That's what's the problem.
I like Power Rangers a lot. Does that make me cultured?
No.
Okay. Kamen Rider is good too, though.
I don't like Power Rangers. I mean, you can dog me on that, but I'll
no, I understand. I'm used to people
bad.
not liking Power Rangers. I don't need to freaking grill you on that. Let's take away your nerd card. Whatever. Power Rangers are cool, though.
No. Star Wars is way cooler than Power Rangers.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Anyway.
No one will disagree with me on this. Unless...
Dude! Power Rangers is so much cooler!
Come at me, bro. Come at me. Star Wars way cooler.
I'm not gonna get in your case because I actually have nothing to say other than, man, the posing is so cool. The weapons are super neat.
Lightsabers are cool.
But
lightsabers.
Lightsabers are cool. But Power Rangers has lightsabers that turn into guns, that turn into like freaking giant cannons. They're punch guns. They're guns that you punch and then they shoot. And I guess I was thinking about
Power Rangers is okay if you're a kid.
Power Rangers is great if you have,
but if you're an adult and you know and you can see that
Power Rangers is great
how crappy the CGI is on it, and
but that makes it fun though. The crappy CGI just brings you into it forces you to have an attitude of just kind of jovial devil may care. Nothing serious. Everything's just fun, and you're having fun. And isn't that what we're all here to do? Just have fun.
It's not self-aware enough for that type of satire to come through.
No, it's not. But see, here's the thing.
It's pure cheese.
That's being cynical. That's being cynical about it. You're being cynical. I love cheese. I eat cheese every day. I love it. I love it so much. Cheese is the best kind of thing ever. If a movie is cheesy and like it's a cheesy action, whatever, I will just love the frick out of it. I will 100% say that. Star Wars does not have enough cheese.
There's enough cheese in Star Wars for sure.
It's not. It takes itself seriously. It takes itself too seriously. I will say I don't think I would like it anyway, even if it was cheesy and over the top. But I'd still like, nah, man. Like Power Rangers has got like it is cheese incarnate. And I love
Power Rangers is more cheesy than Star Wars for sure.
I will say that I don't like the Western.
The special effects sucks. The characters are.
I will say I don't like the modern.
Horrible.
The writing's garbage. The writing's better in the Japanese originals, like the Sentai series, because they're not having to work with footage. They're making all the footage themselves, so the story makes more sense. But also, who cares? Because guy in rubber suit is gonna punch this guy in a freaking motorcycle helmet, and that's amazing.
No.
Dude, you just don't get it. Like it's like professional wrestling. Man, if I didn't like anime and Power Rangers and stuff like that, I would have gotten into professional wrestling.
Probably.
And that's pretty mainstream. That's a pretty mainstream thing.
I'm not a big fan. I'm lukewarm on it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'd kind of say the same. But like, I love the like performativeness of it. I love like here. I don't know if you ever had a chance to see them, but we have a thing here called Wrestle Club, and it's literally just a bunch of people locally that make their own wrestling federation, and it's fantastic. And that's tongue in cheek. That's satire a little bit. But
Star Wars is cool. It's about samurais in space. If you haven't noticed.
yeah, but what if it was actually samurais in space? What if
They
it,
are
what if they didn't,
samurais.
like,
If there's a samurai
No!
moving through and through, dude.
No, dude, no.
It is.
Like I want.
There's so much Kurosawa influence on the.
I want. I mean, yes, you're right, but I want like actually like two people. If you're gonna do samurais in space, right? I want literally like
They're just
them on
Caucasian
spaceships.
samurais, so they don't call
They're
themselves
Caucasian.
samurais. They call themselves knights. You know.
I think that like when you sheath, like they need to be able to sheathe.
This is
their
the
lightsabers
Western
then.
version of a samurai.
I mean, yes, a Western version of a samurai is kind of more knightly, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, there's not enough stupid, and that's also a thing. That's also a thing. I will say that for me, I like stupid. I am here to have fun. When I go watch a movie, I'm not. I had my time when I wanted things that were serious and edgy and thought provoking and dramatic. Now I just want stupid. I just want dumb. In my games, in my movies, when I watch like I think there's a movie I recently watched called Promare, which is from the people that did it's an anime from the people that did Gurren Lagann.
That totally reflects your tastes. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Which
Like
is stupid. So.
I love stupid. Yes, exactly. You get it. My taste is stupid. Literally. I love things that are dumb. I love things that just don't take themselves seriously at all and just go, "You want to see some cool stuff? Because we're going to show you some cool stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Okay. You're just uncultured brute.
Yeah, okay,
You have no sophistication.
I have no sophistication. I just want cool stuff. And I think that is, in my opinion, more sophisticated because really, when you get down to it, everything else is just freaking
whatever. Lightsabers are cool. The Force powers are cool. Jedis are cool.
Dude, but here's the thing. So there was a game called
Han
Force
Solo is
Unleashed.
pretty cool.
There was a game called Force Unleashed that was close to what I wanted. Which was take the Force and just take it to its logical extreme. I want to see people pulling planets out of orbit. I want to see like a fight between two Force users where they're like throwing planets at each other. I want to see like two Force users at their maximum level of strength just go at it. Like, you ever seen a game called Asura's Wrath?
Yeah.
That I want that. That is what I want. Like, it's not that complicated, really. I'm not a complicated person. I keep saying, I don't have mainstream tastes, but my tastes aren't very complicated. I just want dumb fun, and that's all I care about. Yeah, like in Nier Automata, if you got a good story, like that's great. But Nier Automata still has the dumb combat. It's still dumb fun.
No, Nier Automata is not dumb fun. It's a very It's a very sophisticated game.
Oh, it's a very sophisticated game, but
also
it has girl
and it takes itself seriously. Now
it has girl. Oh no,
it takes itself very seriously.
It has. Oh my gosh, it is so like the protagonist is a hot girl. When you try to look up her skirt, she like shoos the camera away. Like your combo strings are all really flamboyant.
The thing
and
is,
amazing.
if you look into the deeper levels,
like,
there's a lot of philosophy. There's a lot of deep thought into the storyline.
Nier can hit me at both levels because it has the at the front-facing level, it's very dumb. The combat is very flamboyant and extravagant.
The combat
again,
isn't dumb.
Hot girl is protagonist. The hot girl, there's a protagonist who's just a hot girl.
Why can't a sophisticated game have a hot girl as a protagonist? I don't see the problem with it.
I'm not saying it's not that it is not sophisticated because it has a hot girl in it. I'm just saying that like it is very like the characters doing things like dashing around through the air, doing all these crazy anime action moves that are very over the top. But and the main character is not dressed like she's in power armor or something until like the end of the game. She's just wearing a freaking French maid outfit, right?
I'm pretty sure Nier Automata had a lot of influence by Star Wars as well. So
it had a lot of influence from what?
Star Wars as well, I'm sure.
No. I'm
sure some of those developers.
I would say that the story for Nier Automata has a lot of influence from like iRobot and stuff like that. It's very much like more about.
Where do you think droids got popularized?
Oh, dude, iRobot existed before Star Wars. Not the movie, but like the original story that it's based on. Like that came way before Star Wars.
Is it a book? When did that come out?
Yeah. Dude, let's look at. Okay, I think we'll probably end it here because we could go on this forever. But iRobot, when did that come out?
Pretty sure Star Wars came before. I don't know. When did iRobot?
No,
come out?
It came at 1940.
Oh,
Isaac Asimov wrote it.
Isaac Asimov book.
Yeah, dude, this is old stuff. He also Nier Automata references old philosophers. Stuff like that. It's
So that's like why a lot of the villains. It's not dumb fun all the time. Anyway,
it's not dumb fun all the time. But the what I enjoy about I guess the thing is that
the combat is pretty sophisticated too in Nier Automata.
Nier Automata combat is not sophisticated. I mean, it is sophisticated in terms of how it is designed. In terms of
execution and how it plays.
How it's designed, it is very sophisticated, and I want that. But because I want it to be well designed, but in terms of like what you're actually doing, I knock a robot into the air and then I do freaking air combos on it by just floating, and then I bash it into the ground. I can grab them. I can I have shmup bullets. They shoot shmup bullets at me. They shoot like bullet hell bullets. The game just straight up becomes a bullet hell occasionally. It's not. It is not shy about being a video game. It is totally over the top.
That's fine.
But then on top of that, it has extra little gravy on there by being sophisticated in terms of its story. You can think about it more in depth. But the game, on its front-facing area, it's just dumb fun. You can enjoy it as a dumb fun game.
You don't like movies. You don't like Star Wars. You're uncultured oath.
All right, whatever. Whatever. I'm okay with you calling me that. You're the one who wanted to have this conversation.
I just find it surprising that someone wouldn't like Star Trek. Mm-hmm. We will have to talk about Star Trek too. Anyway.
No, we don't.
Let's end it.
No, we don't.
You're uncultured oath, and we'll live with that.
Yeah, and you just want drama instead of dumb fun, and that's fine.
I want both. I want everything. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Please subscribe and comment.
Please subscribe and tell him why you don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, right. I'll reply in the. If people write something in the comments,
if people don't like Star Wars, please comment.
I'll reply and flame you guys.
Yes, please. I want to know. I know that we probably
we'll go on YouTube comment war.
I would love that.
Anyway,
I would love that.
Talk to everyone later.
Yeah, see y'all later.